But yeah, man, we went to New York at like the start of the pandemic, and as we got in the car, like me and Rosie kind of complement each other quite well because I'm really chilled. I will go with the flow so much, and I like to think I'm organised, but like I generally just fly by the seat of my pants a lot. And Rosie is the polar opposite. Like, she isn't a worrier, but like she will, you know, she probably looks at things a little bit more logically than I do, and I'm just like, whatever. And Rosie's like, no, like, this is an issue. And we got in the car, and Adele Roberts, it's literally, I was pulling out of Devizes to head to Heathrow at like 5 a.m. or whatever, and Adele Roberts is like, so that's it, like, we've hit a new level, like, Donald Trump has announced a travel ban from Europe. And then we were like, and that was all Adele Roberts said on Radio 1. And we were like, what? We're literally going to the airport right now. And I was like, do I turn around? Like, yeah. And it was the worst drive to the airport. Because in the end, we managed to, Rosie started Googling. And it almost made it harder for us because it was like, it's a travel ban from Europe, not including the UK.
Yeah.
And it was like, so we can go, but should we go? And it was all of this. It was like,
can you get back? And
it was umming and ahhing, and I managed to speak to my parents, and they were abroad at the time as well. And they were like, look, if the flights are going, there's no travel ban in place. And I think it's just before as well, like, cases were blowing up. Like, I can't remember exactly, but like, yeah, I think it was at a time where it was like, everyone knew it was bubbling up, but I don't think anyone knew how many cases they weren't doing testing like they do now and stuff. And we were like, look, if they're keeping it open, it's got to be safe. We're not going to get any money back because if we don't go, we're just going to lose all the money. And it's like, look, let's just go and we'll just try. And luckily for Rosie, like, there were lots of people on the flight. People, like, it wasn't like we were the only ones.
Ghost town, yeah.
And everyone had gone, nah, see ya. Like, everyone was still going. So we went out there, and it was cool, but things were closing behind us. And like the news every day, I had to just stop Rosie from watching the news, man, because it's just like, you just get lost in it.
Was
like,
New York dead?
That is the base of the Empire State Building.
There's just no people.
There's no one.
No cars.
There's no one. And Rosie was going mental at this point because she was just like, everyone's gone. Like, no one was there. Loads of people left New York. Everyone was kind of just, I guess, staying inside. Like a lot of New York being busy. One of the taxi drivers was saying a lot of it being busy is people that come in for work.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can see a couple of people in the distance. That road, like literally the base of the Empire State Building, that road is heaving. Like, and I was able to just like walk out in the road and just take that picture, and it was crazy. And then Trump announced a travel ban for UK as well, and we were like, okay, well, our flight home should still happen, but like, how do flights work? One goes one way, drops people off, picks people up, goes back the other way.
Oh, yeah.
And so we were like, if there's no flights coming this way,
yeah, how are you going to get
is
back?
our flight going to be going back? So we ended up moving our tickets. Like, BA let us move our tickets to the day before. And then we came back and went straight into lockdown. So but dude, it was tricky.
Mad trip.
Oh man, it was crazy. It was crazy. Like, everything was closing behind us. We were going and doing stuff, and it was, we got engaged whilst we were out there.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that was the other thing. We went down to Brooklyn where I was like going to propose and stuff. And there's this little viewpoint that is, I can't remember what it's called. It's got a name, but you can see Manhattan from it. And like, it should be heaving. We went down there, like, only people there. There were like another couple, and they took pictures of us. And like, it's a viewpoint that, like, I'm fairly sure you probably have to queue to get pictures. You're gonna have people in your pictures.
Yeah.
Only people there. Dude.
That's awesome, though, isn't it?
Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing. But like, just walking over Brooklyn Bridge, like, I was cool with it because I was like, we're never going to see New York like this again.
Yeah.
So it sucks, but let's just embrace this. And like, yeah, like I say, like, Rosie was a little bit more worried. But like, like, one of the days we went back to the hotel, and Rosie was just feeling like a little bit overwhelmed by it, and she was like, I'm just going to chill for a bit. Just want to rest or whatever. I was like, cool. Like, I'm going to get an Uber and go and check out the Ghostbusters fire station, like, catching a bit, like, just kind of making the most of being there. But like, yeah, it got...
And Ubers are still running, were they?
Ubers were still running. Taxis were still...
Thank God.
Yeah, taxis were still...
Restaurants and bars?
Yeah, so again, when we got engaged, because it was our anniversary. It was our 10-year anniversary. So we were going for an anniversary meal anyway. So we booked that. But it was like this really nice restaurant. Usually you can't get into without booking. And it was us and two other couples. That was it. It was mental. Yeah, it was crazy.